Housekeeping for anyone who hasn't been with us before. First section is going to be live content, radio, TV, online, written, and then second section will be embargo, will be written word only, so no audio visual. Okay. We're all ready to go. Set. Ellie, do you want to kick us off?
Sure. Hello.
Hey.
Please could you start by giving us an update on the squad and the circumstances Thomas faced that previous season?
Yeah, unfortunately, shocking news for us all. Thomas has got a slightly worse injury than we first thought, so it's going to be medium to long termish. So unfortunately, he's got some sad news this morning, and he'll be leaving camp. He'll be leaving camp later on this evening.
So sorry to hear that. What devastating news for him. Where does that leave you in terms of bringing in?
Yeah, so Ben White, he's on his way, trying to get here as quick as he can. Ben, along with Blur King will be with us this evening also.
I guess Ben was fairly close by anyway.
He was. He wasn't quite in Auckland. He was up the road from there, so he's a bit of a trek, but at least he's on our time zone. So he'll be with us later on this evening.
Have you chatted to him on the phone? I guess
I have, yeah.
Once we kind of brought up, I guess, in these circumstances, but I imagine he was excited to meet.
Oh, look, he'd be obviously, you know, he's a rugby player. He knows what goes on tours like this. He'll be devastated for Thomas, like we all are. But at the same time, he's super excited. He obviously had an ambition to get into the squad, as did many others who didn't get selected. So he gets his chance to come over and connect with the squad.
Sorry to hear that news. I'll ask you a bit about the squad that you've named, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Team changes, I know Farrell keeps his post, but can you give us a sense of some of the considerations you've had to make in mixing and matching, and just a couple of days on from your last game?
Yeah, here we go now. This is proper touring, isn't it? Games are coming thick and fast. 3 games in 8 days, and it keeps on rolling after that. So this is the exciting part of the tour for us. We've just been outlining to the lads this morning actually what the weeks are going to look like. Not much training actually out there on the field, but plenty mental preparation. But you know, if you ask any player what would they rather do, be involved in big games playing for the Lions or training every day, I know which I would rather do. So we see it as a great opportunity for ourselves to be fast tracking our ambition, our potential as a team.
When you say I know what I'd like to be doing, Maro's smiling there. How exciting for you is it that we're now kind of in the thick of it all and a couple of games a week now?
No, this is the exciting part. This is the part that you want to be a part of. This is the part that, as a team, you get excited about. You know, you get excited about the different combinations and playing with all these different and great players. So, yeah, absolutely.
Can I ask you a bit about your opposition for this Wednesday? What have you observed of them over the last year? What are you expecting to see on Wednesday night?
Well, they're a great side. I mean, that's obvious. If you've watched the games, not just this year but last year as well, Les has done a fantastic job with them. They play a great brand of rugby and are able to play in many different ways. So this will be 100% a big step up for us on Wednesday night. And any side that Les coaches, and I know he's got a different team to coach further down the track on this tour as well. He's always going to be very well prepared.
Just last one from me. Another couple of debuts this weekend. Hugo comes in at 15. You've talked in the build-up to the tour about how you want tough competition for places, but I mean you've definitely got it. Blair's been here yet. We saw how brilliant Elliot looked at the weekend, but an exciting day for Hugo to get his debut as well.
It is, and Jameson and James Ryan. So we're delighted for those 3. And I think I'm right in saying, I don't even know what day it is at this stage, but I think I'm right in saying that Blur and Ben White now has joined the squad are the remaining 2 So I'm sure that their opportunity will come very soon. But it's great to get everyone out there and getting them up to speed as far as how we want to play and match fitness, etc. Thanks.
And just how brutal is it for Thomas, who's playing so well in a couple of games this season?
Well, I think we all saw what it meant to him with the announcement of how hard he's worked and what a season he's had to get to this point. And we're not just going to miss an outstanding player. I mean, I thought he played unbelievably well, and it was some try, wasn't it, that he actually got injured by. But we're going to miss the bloke. We've only been together for a few weeks now. But his character is everything that Alliance Tour you want to have in your group. He's very popular amongst the group, and that makes it a little bit tougher for all.
And is Blair Kinghorn arriving slightly later now than originally planned? I saw something that possibly delayed his flight slightly so he could enjoy the top 14 celebration.
No, we fast-tracked that a little bit quicker actually, so he could get here and be available as soon as possible. So he gets in this evening.
And how pleased are you? I know you've mentioned Hugo, Jameson, James Ryan on the bench. How pleased are you for those guys to get game time now that we're properly into the thick of the tour?
Well, obviously they've been nursing a little bit of an injury, so they'll be glad to get back to full fitness and training with the squad, etc. And I'm sure it's been a tough enough old time watching everyone get going and up to speed. So I'm sure that they're raring to go.
And 6 players from the bench last game start this one, plus Alex Mitchell is still there. We saw similar from Argentina into Western Force. Is that how you like to keep rotating the team?
At the minute, obviously we've got an injury there and a devastating one there to Thomas. But you know, I don't know what's going to happen after this. You know, we've got to dust ourselves down and fly over to Sydney straight away from 3-day turnaround. This is a 4-dayer, so this week's going to be interesting for us.
Thank you.
Andy, you're mixing and matching in midfield. It's easy to go Scotland, Ireland. You're not doing that with the lads in the midfield.
No.
What's your take on it? Because we're talking class players, all of them. And
Well, that's. I think we can say now that that's gone. We've been a squad now for a couple of weeks, so you know, we're the British and Irish Lions, and that's it. You know, so the combinations are what we see best fit for our group.
in terms of what you're seeing from the different combinations you've had in your midfield? Right?
Well, we'll see more on Wednesday night. That's why we selected them.
I'm sorry, one for you, Maro. You've played an awful lot. I was looking at it the other night. You've played an awful lot of minutes. You've over 2,000 minutes this season. You're one of the most played guys in the squad. How are you feeling?
He looks well for it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's great. Look at the smile.
No wrinkles. Skin is fresh. No, I feel
Botox.
good. No Botox. No Botox. No, I feel good. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. I felt refreshed coming into this environment. Often when you talk about game minutes and load, part of it is the physical load, but a lot of it is the mental load. And coming into this new environment, spending time with new players, new systems, new coaches, everything has been really refreshing for me. And in my career, I've had a lot of consistency with club and country. So just to have a different stimulus has been great.
And you've spoken about the juggle of games every couple of days. Do you have the master plan in your mind about when the test team starts to formulate when you roll them out?
Oh well, I've said this before. You probably wasn't there, but I've said this before that I've got all these plans, but they keep being shuffled around the whole time just because of the nature of the sport. And what you guys don't see is what happens on a daily basis as well, as far as who can train, who can't train, combinations, and are we going to get enough preparation, etc. So it's not just down to the team sheet. So again, they're coming thick and fast, but I've obviously got something in mind for Saturday and for Wednesday and for the following week. But yeah, being adaptable is, I suppose, is the key.
In an ideal world, would you like to be able to start your test team for the first test?
Well, no, I mean the amount of games that we've got, it doesn't really matter what type of thoughts that you've got in your head. You've got to be open-minded enough to allow people to challenge for that test spot. Everyone, that's what we're all trying to do. We're trying to get as good as we possibly can now, so that we're ready for that first test. But everyone would love the door to be open enough to be able to do that. I think the nice thing about this run into the first test is that we've got a week before it, so we've still got plenty of opportunity for all in the group.
So everyone will put their hand up right until the final.
Of course, right up till the third test. You know, we've got the midweek game there that keeps everyone on point and fighting for those test spots.
Maro, what did you make of the Perth game? And despite all the minutes you played, I imagine do you find it difficult to watch and you want to be involved in everything? And did you have any role on the day saying anything to the players, even though you weren't involved in the match day?
I thought it was a great game. I thought Perth challenged us. I thought the Force were an athletic team and they challenged us accordingly. I thought our boys did a very good job. They stuck at it. I think a lot of the work-ons from the Argentina game, they demonstrated on the weekend. And my role was simply just to support the team. It was just to support the team. I was the what they call it, the guy who warms up. Forgot the name for it. Anyway,
The bag holder.
Yeah, the bag holder. Yeah. I was one of the guys who warmed up with the team, like travelling reserve, and I just looked to support them any way I could.
From your vantage point, was the restart issue that occurred there something that can be an easy fix, because it was a recurring problem in that?
Yeah, I think all these things, naturally, when you're putting a team together, putting new combinations together, there's a few teething issues, and whilst it was a bit challenging on the weekend, I have no doubt that we'll be able to sort that out.
And as you're going into your first appearance out here, can you just give a little sort of sum up your previous experience of being in Australia, what your playing experience and what you've made when you've been here, being in the country?
Yeah, it's clear they love their sport. I think rugby is a little bit different on Lions tours, I imagine, and I've picked up so far. But when we're here with England, union isn't their preferred sport, but they still love it, and you can definitely feel the atmosphere growing. We were on the eastern side. Western side, and the atmosphere was a lot heightened in comparison to when we were here with England. So, yeah, we could definitely tell the Lions fever is growing. The amount of fans who have come to Perth, I wasn't expecting that many, and there was probably a significant number. And I'm sure as the tour goes on, the atmosphere is going to build and build and build. It's just a sport-loving country who aggressive competitors, a little bit chirpy, but I guess that's the Australian way.
Sorry, we finish at the live
Yes,
section.
Steve from 7 News Australia. Just a quick question. The trolling the other night on the PA system about the fact that your squad had a number of ex-Australians in the team as well. What's your response to that? Do you expect any more of that to happen here in Brisbane, or do you think maybe that was just a Perth thing?
Oh, it's the Australian way, isn't it? It is what it is. That's a minor, not even an issue. That's a minor comment and something that we don't really pay too much attention to.
Does it spur you on, though?
I don't think it's about. It neither spurs us on or detracts us. It's just an off-the-cuff comment that someone makes.
Okay, thanks, Fred. Sorry, no, we're going to have to close it down now to the embargo written section, okay? No, mate, because we have to run to a schedule, okay? So, Are we all ready? Happy to get going? So Rory, kick us off.
Yeah, good, Rory. Thanks. Yeah, it's been a frustrating sort of couple of weeks missing out in the finals with Leinster, and then maybe not being able to participate as much at the start of this tour as I would have liked. But yeah, it's feeling good now. It's yeah, sort of one of my first soft tissue injuries, but yeah, got great support here with the physios and S&C, and feeling good, and yeah, excited to put on the red jersey and looking forward to it now.
What was the kind of timeline in terms of just picking up the injury? Was it a worry? Was the whole tour in there at all or anything like that?
No, it was sort of like a four or 5 week job. So it was probably more that I wasn't used to picking up a muscle injury. I'd had a good run of it. So it's just the nature of it, sort of coming to an end of a season, and lots of games you can pick up these things, but. So yeah, thankfully the tour was never really in doubt. Had a chat to Goody after getting the results back, and he reassured me that I was still good to go, and yeah, we were always targeting this sort of Reds game, so yeah, thankfully it's been pretty smooth sailing in the return to play, and now just exciting to get stuck in and get out there with the lads and start sort of my journey. Yeah, it's gutting. Like, we all really feel from, like, he's been such a good character in camp. I think he's one of the most popular figures. He's hilarious, and he's really added something different. So he's going to be a huge loss off the field. And then obviously we saw for those 50 odd minutes that he played on the weekend how good of a player he is as well. And yeah, he would have driven that 9 competition hugely, and. Yeah, it's gutting for him, and yeah, we really feel for him.
And just watching the first 2 games, how exciting is it for you to come into that team, the way, the ambition which they're trying to play?
Yeah, it's really exciting, like that. The turnout in Dublin, the sea of red that was there was incredibly cool, and a great atmosphere, and then to see a good few of the fans already over in Perth, and playing in such a cool stadium was another special day. So yeah, it's an exciting sort of start to the journey, but we know it's turning the page pretty quickly now. The games are coming thick and fast, but it's what we want, and where we want to be.
What does it mean to you to be live?
I'm incredibly proud of it. I'm really looking forward to putting on the jersey for the first time. It means a lot to my friends, family, the coaches that I've had who've sort of gotten me to this stage, and yeah, excited about the opportunity, and it's the sort of one of the pinnacles of a rugby career, and it doesn't come around that often, and yeah, you sort of have to savour these moments and try and enjoy it as much as you can. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
It's been a very, like, between World Cup, Olympics, the season, like, it's been a pretty intense couple of years. Did you allow you a little bit of mental refresh along the way?
A little bit. You don't really switch off. It's only a short-term injury. You're rehabbing hard. You're gymming, training hard. You're trying to keep up to speed with all the rugby stuff that's going on, and sometimes the easiest way to pick up with new terminology, new systems, new structures is to get out in the training field. So when you can't do that, you sort of have to work a little bit harder off pitch on your homework, on watching a bit of video. But it's been good to sort of get out on the pitch a little bit in the last couple of days, and try get up to speed that way. So haven't really had too much downtime or time to think about it, but we'll worry about that after the tour.
Can I ask who you've gotten to know well on this tour that who you didn't know before, who's maybe different to the perception you had of them before you came into camp?
I suppose the lads you room with, you often get close to. So the first week in the Shelbourne, I was in with Finn Smith, and have gotten on great with him. He was a good man to sort of settle me in, and I was with Elliot Daly last week as well, so it's good to get to know other backs who are in your position. Good to learn off them, to help out wherever you can on weeks that they're playing. And Elliot Daly's great crack. He's a good roommate to have. He's always up for a bit of fun, and those two lads, special note to, I'd say.
Maro's discussing all the different committees you've got going on. Are you on a particular one?
I've one or two jobs I won't reveal, but we all try chip in here and there, and it's part of the crack as well. So it's a bit of fun.
Was Finn Smith writing the song and you were agreeing with him?
No, he wasn't. He just did that up in the last week or so. I didn't realise he had that sort of musical, sort of lyrical side to him. So I was impressed. I can't take any credit. My musical talents are 0 to none.
Has it been frustrating to not get a head start on Blair? Obviously, we knew you would be coming out for a while and you kind of not had the chance to maybe make the most of that advantage that you're naming that to the test.
Yeah, I suppose I've known for a couple of weeks that I was never really going to be able to be back for that Argentina game or the first one over here. But I wouldn't see it as that at all. I think when Blair comes in, I think he's in tonight. We're just going to be there supporting him, trying to get him up to speed like the lads were doing to all of us who joined late on. It's not about trying to get one ahead of him or anyone else. We're all part of the same team. That's the sort of environment and team that the coaches want, and we'll be helping each other, and I'm looking forward to learn off him and picking his brain on a few of the back three bits. And it's exciting to have such competition, and I think that's why it was good rooming with Elliot Daly last week to get to know him and the way he wants to play, and start building those connections.
Have you had any messages of support from any of the Sevens boys? I know it's been a bit of a tough time for you.
It has been indeed. I'm very close to a lot of them still, and I've been on to Terry Kennedy a bit, who's over in India playing in one of the sort of it's nearly like an IPL for sevens over there. So I think he played in the final last night. I'm not sure how he got on. And then I'd be very close to Brian Mullen as well, who would have been a co-captain of the side this year. So he's sent on a lot of messages of support and that they're behind us, and I'm with them too.
Am I right in thinking one of the Irish Sevens guys is currently on Love Island?
Connor Phillips. I actually never crossed paths with him in my time. He came in after me, and he was gone before the Paris Olympics as well. So it's another one to add to the list with Greg O'Shea. I remember I was rooming with Greg the night before he went into Love Island the last time, and he never told me he was going in, so I still haven't forgiven him. Yeah, I think you said it there. It's about sort of fitting in with the team first. Making each other look good is something that we talk about amongst ourselves, and I think to play well, you need those connections with the players either side of you. So that's just what we've been trying to build over the last week or two to get that cohesion that isn't there from the past, and that's the challenge. But it's an exciting one for us, testing ourselves in a new environment with new players, trying to learn off them, learn how they see the game, and hopefully that'll be the reason for a successful performance is the work we've done over the last week or two of getting to know each other, reflecting in our performance on the weekend. I wouldn't compare one to the other. I suppose what comparison I would make is that when you come into a new squad, it sort of was deja vu to that sort of nearly butterfly feeling in your stomach, of the nerves of meeting guys you hadn't known before. It was similar in the 7 squad that I knew about maybe 50% of the lads in the squad and had close bonds with them, similar to the Lions here, where you know all your sort of country teammates, and you've come across a few others along the way, but then there's also new lads you need to get to know and build up those connections. And yeah, I'm definitely taking some of the learnings I have from going off to a new team, a new squad, a new sport in one sense of the 7s, and trying to bring it into the Lions. So yeah, I've been lucky to have been a part of that Olympic journey, and I'm lucky to be here today on this Lions journey. So yeah, just feeling very privileged.
Finish up with Miles, thank you.
The aerial battle is going to be massive, obviously, throughout the tour, but I suppose especially in the Test series, Australians are so good at it. It's clearly a strong suit of yours as well. And I suppose the question is, how much have you followed their techniques over the years and admired what they've done and taken from their play, like you're talking about learnings from the 7s, maybe learnings from that as well?
Yeah, it's a huge part of the game. You saw the importance in that Argentina game, how they challenged us in the air, and then it might have been a bit less so on the weekend, but we're definitely expecting it in the next coming weeks. And yeah, traditionally, I don't know if it's from the Aussie rules or whatnot, but the Aussies are particularly good in the air. You saw Dylan Peach on the weekend was brilliant as well. So yeah, that's the challenge. You're up against the best in the world in that area. We know Joe Schmidt obviously holds that area in high esteem as well. So it's going to be an important part of the tests and the games to come as well. But similar to what I said earlier, that's the challenge you want to be up against, facing the best of the best, and yeah, seeing what you're made of.
Okay, thank you. Just do a quick one here for talks.
Okay, yeah, am I good to?
Do that here.
Yeah, we'll just stand up here.